Welcome to the Heart-Centered Entrepreneur Podcast. I want you to be rich. Yes, I want abundant financial success for your business. But I don't just care about your business making money. I care about you too. I want you to be rich in happiness, in the impact you make, in your relationships, and in how you give back. I'm Anna. I built my six-figure business as a side hustle while I was pregnant with my daughter in 2016. Now I've helped dozens of women do the same. I'm here to help you build a profitable, heart-centered, fully booked business with the latest tips on sales and visibility, with proven mindset hacks, and sneak peeks behind the scenes with what's working right now in the online space and in my business. Ready to make more money with heart? Let's go. Okay, I just need to riff for a second because coaching is a real job. So often I think this was what kept me back from coaching when I was starting my business is I remember Googling ad nauseum, is coaching a real job? Is coaching ethical? Who do I need to get certified by? Who do I need to get approved by? I was in the therapy world, and so everything was regulated. So going from a highly regulated career to a completely unregulated career really was challenging for my mind. I felt highly unethical. I felt highly judgmental. And I feel like for my clients that are done-for-you providers that are working to add coaching income streams, or if you are a coach, but you're really struggling with the idea of making higher ticket months, whether that's 20K months, 40K months, right? It is so interesting what our mind does to tell us that we are really imposters in the sense of like what we do is not valuable. But the truth is what you do is the most valuable thing. It is so valuable. Not saying the most in that, I've done other podcast episodes about the belief that like done for you work and coaching work, neither is like better or worse. Like in the hierarchy, there is no hierarchy, right? There's pros and cons of having a done for you business. There's pros and cons of having a coaching business. And I help my clients grow both depending on their personality and preferences. And some of my clients have both income streams, right? But I want to devote an entire podcast episode to just reminding you that it's safe for you to really own coaching. And this is less of a problem than it was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, there really wasn't coaches. So it really was kind of the Wild West. Now I feel like it's established. We shouldn't be having this conversation anymore. And yet I am having it with people, potential clients and clients all the time. Still this idea of like, yeah, but people are unethical coaches. Yeah, there are unethical coaches out there. And I think owning it that there are unethical coaches is actually key to this because it can help you sink into, yeah, but I'm not one of them, right? Just like there are unethical dentists, there are unethical psychologists, there are unethical lawyers, there are unethical mothers. Like being something doesn't make you perfect. It really isn't about the career, it's about the person. And so what I want you to do, whether you are a coach or you are considering coaching as a revenue stream, is really use this time to sink into coaching is a real job. I love how Denise Duffield Thomas talks about, in the beginning of her business, it felt like she was making like play money, pretend money. I definitely had a similar experience where when large chunks of money were dropping to my account, like at that point, it was like $1,000. That felt like really, really like mind-blowingly high to me, like 1,000, 2,000. Like it really sent me into a light panic of like, what? Like this is too easy. Like this is too good to be true. Like honestly, I still feel that way in my business. Like it's just such a blessing. And I do have some survivor's guilt for the women that don't have the same opportunities and advantages that I have in many ways to start my business. But it is just such an interesting concept to remind I think two things are happening, right? I think number one, we're getting used to the career of coaching as being quote legit. I also think like not only was I getting used to being a coach, I was also getting used to being an entrepreneur, right? So in a traditional day job, there's certain things that are familiar and comforting, like getting a paycheck every 2 weeks, even if it's a very tiny paycheck, right? Like there are some things in the traditional day job that are predictable, and sometimes we confuse predictability with safety. So I think that's one shock is like, how do we change from day job culture norms to entrepreneurial culture norms? The other shock is like, how do I do this soft skilled income stream of coaching and feel really good about it. And how I dealt with my anxiety, I've shared this before, but is I really overperformed as a coach. I see this with so many of my clients that are new coaches and or switch from done for you, is what I did, which is like highly overperformed for my clients. And this isn't a good thing. I'm not bragging. Okay. So I've shared this, like when I first worked with my clients, like I would attend their session and then I would spend like 20 minutes after taking like copious notes and like sending it to them. What's the problem with this, right? When you write down something, you're locking it into your brain. And so by me not having my clients take their own notes, I'm actually stopping them from starting to integrate. Right now, if my client says something epic, I'll be like, oh, that's great. Write that down. Guess what? When they write that down, it's on their desk on a piece of paper, right? So they're going to remember it. Their brain is synthesizing it. And the interesting mind F about coaching is a lot of our work feels easier, but for high performing, high functioning women, it's actually harder. It's harder to do less, right? I have a coaching skills workbook that I share with my clients that are transitioning to a coaching business. And all of the skills in there in many ways they already know, but they are uncomfortable doing it. Let's start with the very first skill in the coaching skills workbook. Who can guess what it is? Yes, it's listening. You already know how to do it, but why aren't we doing it? Because it's uncomfortable, because we are high performing, brilliant women and we're used to doing, we're used to performing, we're used to over efforting and overcompensating. For me, becoming a coach has been the biggest discipline out of codependency. You guys know my story, right? And I had an unhealthy marriage situation that I fortunately was able to release myself from. But really, that was a journey of like, Anna, stop overperforming. Not only is it harming you, but it's harming the other person. And so as a coach, when it's my job to not overperform and really showing up for the client, but not over showing up for the client so that I let them be the momentum maker in their life, I was able to do that as a coach. I was able to, it's my job to shut up and listen. Great. It's my job to reflect back. It's my job to be direct and honest and tell the truth and not baby them. Awesome. Those skills and doubling down on those skills actually has helped me in my life. How am I just like honest with my kids? How am I honest with the people I love, right? How do I listen and how do I talk less? Like these are such amazing skills. And I really think that for high performing, high functioning women, in some ways this comes natural to us, but in other ways it doesn't because we've been kind of like trained out of our natural state. I believe as heart-centered women, our natural state is that it's easy to coach, right? It's easy to be present, to love, to mother, to connect, to see the best in others, to have belief and faith and not give up, to keep things simple. I think these are innate to us, but I think because of our conditioning, we lose these things, right? We start overperforming, overfunctioning, and I think it really isn't useful. Coaching triggered me because of how, quote, easy it was, right? Number one, I really enjoyed it. Like I think I told you guys a story, but as a therapist, they present you in grad school with like 12 different theories of research effective ways to create change in your client, different therapy theories, right? And they kind of give you a personality test, at least mine did. And one of the theories that naturally came to me was basically solution-focused therapy, which is a coaching theory. It really, like the founders of that research-backed theory really believe in coaching for changing people's lives. And so I was really using a lot of like coaching skills already, and it just came really easy and natural to me. And so I think it's just interesting. You know, I shared in the past, like few weeks, I made $43,000 cash. It's actually probably more now. I need to look at my account, but it doesn't trigger me in the same way that making like 3K and 4K used to trigger me, right? Because it used to be so activating to, number one, receive large amounts of money and not feel scammy. But number two, do it for something that felt so easy. I'm like, wait. I felt like either like I work and overwork and I make a lot of money, or I don't overwork, but I'm not really making very much money, right? I'm doing something passion-filled or aligned. So it's interesting because for me and for many women, coaching is this intersection of making a lot of money and also really enjoying it and making a real difference and really caring about the work they do. And it's this beautiful spiral because when you love the work you do, when you feel passionate about the work you do, when you're feeling fulfilled by the work that you do as a heart-centered woman, more is going to come. Right? More is going to come your way. So it's like, okay, I'm making good money. I'm doing what I love to do. I'm doing what I love to do. More people are coming back to work with me again. More people are referring me, right? Like it's easy to talk online about in my marketing about this because I'm enjoying doing it. It's this beautiful upward spiral. So I think when we get the first taste of it, it's the most triggering. I feel like for my clients that are not yet making 10 to 20K months, it's the hardest time. It's the most triggering because you're acclimating yourself to the fact of like, it's safe for me to get paid a lot of money to do something that I love. And that's why I think our brain freaks out. That's why our brain, I think, says like, this isn't a real job. This is unethical. There are other people in the coaching industry that are being scammy. And that actually is true, right? But like, it's just interesting the things that our brain tells us on the way to this being a bad idea. And when my clients first sign their first high ticket coaching clients, and when I say high ticket, I'm saying like anything from like $1,000 for 3 months of working with you to like $10,000. Like to me, it doesn't matter. To me, I'm like, I want you to start making money as a coach. Like just, that's it, baby steps, right? But it's interesting because once my clients start signing high ticket clients, it feels like, okay, then my real work with them starts in a way, because then it's like helping them regulate, help them feel safe. And for 3 months, not blowing up their business, right? You will come up with the wildest excuses of why this isn't working, right? Like, okay, my clients aren't needing me enough. They're not messaging me enough, right? Whatever it is, like my clients are frustrated in whatever I'm supporting them on. Guess what? As a coach, it's your job to help your clients when they're frustrated. There's nothing wrong, right? Like, so it's so interesting because we kick and scream on the way to the signing clients. But I think too, as we have the clients, sometimes our brains kick and scream because it's so easy, because it's so aligned, because it's so fulfilling, right? It's really interesting because our brain wants to protect us from what feels like unfamiliar, right? Or maybe in a different chapter, what was unsafe to you, but it's reminding yourself that like, this is ethical. This is a real job. I'm fully qualified to do this. I'm saying this with gritted teeth because yes, I believe in like learning coaching skills. I have a coaching skills certificate, a heart-centered entrepreneur coaching skills certificate that I give my clients when they read the coaching skills workbook. It has 30 different skills and they pick 3 of those skills to actually work on with their real clients and get my feedback on. I love mentoring my clients as coaches and helping them improve their coaching skills because number one, I think it helps improve their sales and visibility in their business stuff, but also the better they're enjoying the actual work they do, the easier it's going to be to keep making money. When you hate what you do in your business, it's very hard to convince yourself to sign new clients because you're like, why would I sign new clients and hate my life? When you love what you do and you feel good at what you do, you're like, of course I want to sign new clients because I love it. I want more of the work, right? We need to spend less time asking ourselves, like, how do I work less? Though it is important. And more time asking ourselves, like, how do I enjoy my work better? Like, why am I making myself miserable, right? Like, how can I shift things? So maybe instead of Zoom calls, I'm taking phone calls, right? Like maybe instead of working with this type of client, I'm working with that type of client. Letting yourself enjoy your work, I feel like is like the biggest money-making hack ever. Okay. Back to imposter syndrome. Okay. Yes, I believe in like increasing your coaching skills. I love learning about coaching skills, coaching theory, but I really feel like you should not wait to make money in your coaching business. I think it's great to have clients as you're learning to be a coach because I think part of the learning is in the experience. Like research shows us that experiential learning is the best way. You know this, right? When you've like committed to something and then you're like, ooh, I better go research and figure that out, right? And you're not going to lie to your clients and say, I'm certified if you're not, right? Number one, like whoever certifies you just made up a certificate, right? Like there is no all-knowing governing board. I know this because I have lots of clients come to me that get ICF certified and blah, blah, blah certified. And like, I think that they're great, but I don't think that it really solves the issue of imposter syndrome. I think you're going to like get a lot of education and still have imposter syndrome until you start working with people and realizing like, actually, this is easy and I'm really good at this. And actually, okay, no big deal. Like I'll learn some skills, but that's not going to replace this inner worthiness and knowing that I know exactly what I'm doing. I've already been doing what I've been doing. I just haven't been getting paid well for it because I don't have an audience and I don't have the right containers, right? Like I believe creating the right container, AKA your coaching package, what's it called? What are you going to charge? What's included, right? And starting to grow your audience, even if that's with like 4 people, right? Like that is some of the shifting that you need to do instead of telling yourself, I just need to learn more. I need to do more. Okay, so thank you for coming to my TED Talk. In conclusion, I 2 messages for this. If you haven't yet really started your coaching income stream, like you're not making consistent like 8, 10K months, right, in your business, you're really not owning it. I just want to say I feel you. And as heart-centered women, I think we are the hardest to get into the coaching industry because we don't want to be scammy. We don't want to be salesy, right? But we are the people that need to be in the coaching industry. Okay? Like we need heart-centered coaches that actually like to coach and actually like people and actually care about making a difference. I hear so many of my clients coming in saying they work with coaches that were really great marketers, but they didn't like coaching, or they paid for a program and then they got ghosted. Like really weird stuff, right? We need more heart-centered coaches in the online space. So this is my campaign to get you to get your booty in gear. And then the other part is if you are a current coach, right? And you are, no matter what niche you're in, whether you are doing health coaching or business coaching or athletics coaching or financial coaching or doula coaching, whatever it is, right? Really remind yourself, I'm legit. Like this is my real business and it's safe for me to make way more money. Like it's safe for me because I think it stops us from starting a coaching business, but I think it also stops us from scaling our coaching business, right? When it comes to taking it seriously, right? And doing like, what are the things we need to do often to scale? Hire a team member, hire a coach, right? Launch a group program. And the first time you launch a group program, right? Like you're investing, like you're spending time and money on the sales page. You're spending time and money on, right? All those scaling things take investment, right? Of your money, of your time, of your resources. And I think a little bit of us is like, oh, like, do I deserve 30K months that are easy and aligned? I think we struggle with the scaling as we do with the starting, right? We're like, oh, do I deserve to be able to feed my family doing what I love? Okay, acclimate there. And then I think we're like, okay, do I deserve to not just feed my family, but like max out my retirement, buy a new house, right? The things that 30K months buys, right? Like traveling, like, is it safe for me to have this? I think the first step of starting a coaching business is it safe for me to survive doing what I love? Okay. The next question, is it safe for me to really thrive? Because when you're making 10K months, it's great. But think about that. Not all of that is going in your pocket. That's going to taxes. That's going to business expenses, right? And so I really feel like going past that is like, okay, is it safe for me to, again, and I really think you deserve, like, maxing out your retirement should be a non-essential, right? Like buying a house, like, or if you desire that, renting a good place, whatever it is, right? Like, it's safe for me not just to survive doing what I love. It's safe for me to thrive doing what I love and without burning myself out. Doing it on a 3-day work week, doing it with a team to support me, doing it in a way that feels soft and good and easy, right? I've shared this before, but really scaling your business is really the easier part in that you're having to force yourself to make the business operate without you a little bit less. That's a blessing, right? That's a blessing because you have more free time. But we're like, yikes. Do I deserve to? Yes, I deserve to survive doing what I love, but do I deserve to thrive, not just in my money, but in my free time? Whoa, like we thought we had to choose between A, B, C, D, E, but now it's this real model of like, oh my God, what if I can have A, B, C, D, E? Right? I don't think we get them all at once because I think we have to layer them on, right? We're first, okay, going from 0K months to 3 to 5K months. Wow, I really can have financial survival doing what I love. Okay, how do I grow a little bit? Ooh, can I layer on whatever it is. Like, how do I piece by piece layer on all these beliefs that it's safe for me to care for myself, care for my family, care for my future, care for my clients? It is safe for you to layer all these things on. For example, like the longer I've been in business, the more I'm able to build out resources for my clients, right? And in a way where there's trainings and templates and modules, right? You're able to layer in things. And that's what's different about a day job than a business, right? In a day job, it's very linear. In a business, things compound. What you're investing in your business when you do it right is going to layer and scale and grow. Okay, mindset affirmations I want you to say to yourself as we're closing the episode is, my business is legit. My business is ethical. It's safe for me to really start or really scale my business. And it's safe for me, even if it's triggering, to do less over time, to do work that feels easier eventually. Usually easier work sometimes feels harder because it's new or it's triggering or it's change. But eventually it should be easier. It should be simpler. It should be lighter. I'm saying it as you, I deserve lightness. I deserve peace. I deserve ease in my money, and I'm ready to welcome it in. I'm ready to do less. I'm ready to stop overperforming, overfunctioning, and I can trust myself that I'm not going to swing to the other side and suddenly be lazy or greedy. I can fall in the middle. It's not this black and white thing, right? And maybe, just maybe, overperforming is just as damaging as underperforming. That's something I had to reckon with and that I argued with myself about for a long time. I'm like, no, it's not. It is, right? The pendulum swing is not useful. It's safe for me to be in the middle. It's safe for me to care about myself and care about others, right? It's safe for me to perform just as I'm supposed to, not overperform, not underperform. Sending you a big, big hug. And so excited to share that I am starting a new cohort of Get and Coach Your First Client. I am obsessed with this program. I've had it for a few years now, and I have just literally had so many clients go through this program, either that are starting from scratch in their coaching business and have never signed a coaching client at all. Starting from ground one, this will help you sign your first 3 to 5 paying coaching clients. Also great for someone that is needing to zhuzh up their coaching business, right? This I do in my one-on-one. I do help women with done for you and coaching businesses, but this program is just for coaches because half of it is signing coaching clients, but half of it is creating a coaching business. So I specifically give you templates for like onboarding coaching clients, how to lead a session for a coaching client, how to create a framework for your coaching business, how to offboard, how to upsell, how to be a coach. So this really is for coaches of all niches though, really all niches, but really more like consulting, coaching type work. Teaching type work. And so, or whether you are someone that you have a coaching business, but maybe you've just been working one-on-one and you're ready to scale to like a group program. My clients also use this method for growing. And one of my clients used it to have a 40K launch of her first ever group coaching program, which was really fun. And it really works well if you're a heart-centered woman. You will love this method that I teach. Feel free to join the wait list so that you get $200 off when the doors open. Really excited for this next cohort. It's a live program with me. I'm there coaching you personally for 12 weeks. You submit your worksheets to me. I'm giving you like private personal feedback on a Google Doc. Like I am in your business. Okay, literally. Live coaching calls. Everything is recorded because a lot of women like balance day jobs and stuff with it. But I am there with you personally with a small group helping you grow and start your coaching business, scale your coaching business. And it really is the foundation for how I believe and think. One of my clients in the program today were like, oh, like this doesn't just apply to this launch that I'm doing to get my 5 clients. This way you're teaching me to think applies to how to sign clients like forever ad nauseum. I'm like, yes. Like this is the rinse and repeat method. If you want to know more about it, I also have a free 20-minute on-demand training called Sign Your Next Coaching Clients with One Simple Strategy. And so I'm going to include a link for that. And that's a great preview for my type of coaching, how hands-on I am. I keep things really simple, really short, 5-minute training videos, really practical. And I'm just so proud of this program. You will not find a better course online. And it really is whether you're starting or whether you're trying to find like the hack to scale your business from like 5K months to like 10K plus months. It really is like that secret weapon that I highly recommend to give your coaching business a forever boost, and in a way that feels really safe, really accessible, and really affordable. Oh my goodness, you will not find a more affordable program online. But again, it's my priority to keep this program costs low because I want such a low barrier to entry when it comes to more heart-centered women in the coaching space. I feel like that's like a little bit of my vendetta, which is why I will always keep this program low cost and high touch, because it's like I just need more heart-centered coaches online, right? There are a lot of scammy coaches out there, and we just need to keep we can't let them scare us. Like, we can't let them hold us back. Like, we need to be louder. The answer is not shrinking back. The answer is using our voice more. The answer is showing up more and bigger and better and brighter and louder. Louder, my love. Okay, hope you join the wait list, and sending you a big hug. Thanks for hanging out today. Please hit that subscribe button so you can make sure to stay updated anytime a new episode drops. And I would love for you to join me in my free Facebook community. It's called The Heart-Centered Entrepreneur. We discuss the podcast episodes. I regularly go live and do free trainings. And you may even meet your newest biz bestie. So you can join at heartcenteredcommunity.com. It's absolutely free, and I cannot wait to see you in there.